Hi, welcome to our live stream on YouTube. We are Control Byte Company, and
Hello.
today we would like to tell you a few words about PLC programming and languages for PLC programming. Five um, top languages for PLC programming, which are ladder, ST, SCL, EL, or FBD. Choose what language do you prefer and start programming PLC today with us. So let's get started with our presentation. If you have questions, you can write in the chat. This is a live stream. You can ask questions and we answer your questions immediately. Let's get started with the live stream. Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Matthew. Welcome all the viewers on our channel. Nice to see you all. This is live session. As Matthew said, if you have any questions regarding PLC programming, regarding our courses, feel free to ask.
You can call me Matt. It's simpler and easier, not Matthew. Make something terrible echo.
Echo. Okay. We'll check the audio in a minute.
Okay. I think it was another tab in Chrome tab. Maybe now it's okay. Let's get
Yeah.
started with the presentation. The presentation will last about 1 hour. So, why choose PLC, programmable logic controllers for industrial automation for your projects? So, PLCs control automated facilities producing everything from food to electronics, reducing human involvement. So you can automate processes in industry. Okay, PLCs offer reliability, repeatability, and easy maintenance across production areas. What's more, PLCs were created to replace complex relay-based systems, offering simpler operation changes. So, here on the slide, you see S7-1200 CPU from Siemens. And this is one of the most popular PLC in Europe and probably in the world. And look at that, what is inside under the cover. Here we have electronic board, some input, output, and this CPU controls a lot of factories in Europe. So
And right
even
now we will start also programming the second generation of the CPU. The CPU is the first generation, and last year G2 generation was released, and we will introduce this generation into our projects and into our courses as well.
yes, and if you want to be PLC programmer, uh, I think you should learn how to program this CPU using all languages we will show during this presentation. So, what are the best options to become a PLC programmer? You can do university degree. It lasts about 3 to 4 years. You can go to stationary training and get OEM certification from manufacturers like Allen Bradley, Siemens, or you can learn online from us on our learning platform ControlByte. It is flexible way of learning, cost-effective training with hands-on projects and support on our platform. Okay, if you want to program in ladder logic or text-based language, you need to firstly install a software. TIA Portal is a software for Siemens CPUs, Siemens PLCs, and you can use this software to create programs in graphical languages and text-based languages. This is all-in-one software. You can create a program structure inside and visualization as well for HMI. You need to know something about versioning of this software. We have different versions of TIA Portal. Right now we have V19 and also V20. Each version is improved and you can use it for free and to learn programming. Yeah, the trial version is free for 21 days. So Siemens offers a free 21-day trial version license for TIA Portal with access to nearly all features. You can download this software, install that on your computer, and start learning how to program PLCs in industrial automation. So this is a free simulator, and on the right you see a sample program for enabling the pump, and this is a graphical language which is ladder. We'll show some examples in our environment, so stay with us. We would like to teach you how to do that. So to learn programming, you can install simulator, which is PLC sim. You can download that, install that, and you can start testing your programs. So first, you need to visit Siemens support website. You need to register an account, and then just download installation files. It's everything for free. Here you have a photo of Jacob with a stand. Look at that. There is Siemens PLC SCL 1200, and on the right you see HMI panel. You can buy this expensive hardware, but for start, don't do that. Don't do that because everything you can do in free PLC simulator, and after that you can use your knowledge, your skills on real hardware. What about PLC programming languages? There is a standard IEC 61131-3 standard, which defines five PLC programming languages, which is first ladder logic. It is similar to electrical diagram, and the structure is similar to ladder. That's why it's ladder logic. Next, we have text-based language, which is structured text. For all PLCs, different manufacturers, it is ST language, structured text. And specifically for Siemens, it is SCL language, but it's similar. They are similar to Pascal, and you find there such structures like if conditions or loops. Next, we have graphical language, which is function block diagram. Next, sequential function charts, and pretty old language, it is instruction list, which is similar to assembler. Today, we'll show each language strengths and limitations. But remember, effective programmers should be familiar with all options for troubleshooting and selecting the right tool for your job. Okay, we see there is a problem when when we both speaking. Okay, so we'll do that. The most popular PLC programming languages. The king is, of course, ladder. If you go to LinkedIn and you see a lot of service analytics, a lot of PLC programmers program in ladder logic. This is most widely used due to versatility and familiarity, and it is pretty easy to troubleshooting. Next, we have structured text. Structured text. It is growing in popularity with younger engineers, but it also is for. It is easy to program in structured text using AI support. So, if you want to be good PLC programmer, you need to know both languages to program in ladder logic, good for troubleshooting, and if you want to develop your PLC program quicker, you need to know structured text. And at the bottom of my pyramid, I have function block diagram. It is popular in processes, but it's similar to ladder, but here we have blocks. Okay, here we have ladder logic. It is similar to electrical diagram. That's why it's widely used for electricians. And we have here some advantages, okay? It is easy to implement and troubleshoot. It is highly modular design. And you can find ladder in every factory. If you go to your factory in your city to your first job and you log in to PLC, you'll find the ladder logic. Why? Because the main programs are also are usually developed in ladder logic. It is easy to troubleshoot for maintenance people. And if you want to develop function blocks, you can learn structured text program. Of course, we have these disadvantages like steep learning curve. And this is not intuitive for those people who are familiar with C, Java, or Python. This is a graphical language. Of course, it is slower in development. This is a visual interface, drag and drop. And when you program in structured text, use only the keyboard, so it could be quicker. And of course, it is limited for complex applications. We can't optimize the program and the memory of the program for our program. The next language is structured text. It is similar to C or Pascal. You find there are such structures like if, else, or loops, for or while. And we have some advantages, like it is familiar for software developers who know Python, C. It is highly flexible for complex functions, and I see the next advantage. We can use AI like ChatGPT to help us developing in structured text. Of course, we can also install local agents, AI agents, to help us developing PLC code. So on our platform, Control by Tech, in our company, we use both a ladder logic for the main programs, but if we want to develop more complex program, we use structured text. The next language is function block diagram. This is FBD, enables a visual representation of process flow with intuitive transitions between instructions. Common applications, processes, maybe PID controllers. It is simple to implement, visualize, tune, and troubleshoot directly in the field. What's more, we have some advantages: user-friendly visual editor, and drag and drop interface. The next language is sequential function chart. This is also graphical language, ideal for sequences. Like you see on the slide, we have the block for the first step of our sequence. Then we have transition. In other words, this is a condition to switch from step number 1 to step number 3. And then we have more conditions, more steps, and more branches in our sequential function chart. This is ideal for sequences, like for vehicle detection in a car wash. Yeah, and here you have sample steps for car wash. Okay, so the first step is vehicle detection. System checks alignment, clear washing area, and system readiness. Then we have the second step, pre-wash and soap. Then third step, brush and rinse, and fourth step, drying and release. So it is perfect for processes. And the last pretty old language, we don't use it in our company, but we know that some companies use that language to optimize PLC programs.
Okay, maybe we will switch into my desktop and I will show some examples right now.
Okay.
Okay, today we're talking about different languages for PLC programming. Here I have TIA portal from Siemens, an online view of a project for a sorting line. Here I have a simulation of virtual factory. This is factory IO software. And right now this scene is controlled by my program coded in ladder logic, okay? So this is a program coded in ladder logic. This is one of our modules from the course, from ladder logic course. And this is the last network. As you can see, there are not so many code here, but this program is enough to control this station, okay? So if you work in TIA portal, you have mainly two CPUs to choose from, S7 1200 or S7 1500 CPUs. Those are the most popular one, okay? And S7-1200 is the basic PLC, and it can be programmed in basic languages like ladder logic, FBD, and SCL. Okay. If you if your application requires higher um, CPU capabilities, so you can choose S7-1500, and this CPU can be programmed in more complex way. Here you can see STL language. This is instruction list that Matthew showed on a slide. And you can also select graph. Okay, graph is SFC. So you have 5 or more programming languages that you can choose from. And if you start, it is really confusing which programming language choose for a for to begin with your adventure with PLC. Okay, so almost every automation engineer or technician starts with ladder logic. This is a program coded in ladder logic. Why ladder logic? Because it is required by the most companies around the world. So I think that more than 70-80% of the programs are coded in ladder logic, because this is a requirement from the client and you have no option to choose from. If you can select a language that you can code your project in, so you can select a different one. For example, you can code the entire project in SCL. Okay. So why you should start with ladder logic? It is easy to understand. Here I have online view. This is offline view. Everything is black, white, and gray. If I go to online view, some of the structure, some of the code is highlighted in green. The green highlight means that in this section we have logical 1. So you can imagine how easy it is to troubleshoot your program when you work as maintenance engineer or maintenance technician. You just have to open the proper network. You can, for example, find the signal that you have a problem with a sensor or, for example, a valve. If you found the right variable, you should only diagnose the code based on the green sections and blue sections in the structure. Okay. So in TIA Portal, it is really easy to switch between languages. Right now, I have a ladder logic right here. Okay. But I can just click here, select switch programming language, FBD, and my entire code was automatically converted to FBD. Ladder logic and FBD in TI Portal are compatible. You can switch between those languages with no problems. Right now, you can see the FBD structure. It is a little bit different. In ladder logic, we created logical operations by structuring the normally open contacts, normally closed contacts, like in electrical diagram. Here, the structure of the ladder logic was converted to logical gates. We have the instructions like AND, OR, assignment instructions, set, reset, and so on. And those operations are converted into functional blocks right here, okay? If we switch to monitoring, you can see that the troubleshooting is also easy when the variables are in high state, in true. They also highlight in green, or if they are false, they are just gray out or blue. Okay, so it is really easy to troubleshoot and to find errors while during the production. Okay. Okay, let's go to another programming language. Nowadays, we are witnessing a transformation from the basic graphical programming languages to more complex ones, which are based on the text. Here you can see SCL, Structured Control Language, made by Siemens. This programming language is compatible with ST, Structured Text, which is okay. Ricardo says ST language top. Yeah, I agree with you. That's 100% true. So here you can see some code in SCL. This code also can control this line. Let's reset the line. This program is coded in such a way that I can switch between two operation modes. Okay, and right now it should be operated by this piece of code. So here I have some code in SCL. This code is really similar to Pascal or to C. If you are familiar with those programming languages, it will be really easy to switch to SCL. What is really important, all the programming languages like ladder, SCL, SFC have their own meaning in the program. They are used in special purposes. Ladder logic, FBD, is ideal for creating logic and for troubleshooting this logic during operation, okay? And SCL is perfect for calculations, for writing complex function blocks, functions, for calling different functions, instructions in your program. And if you check, for example, a Siemens library, you will find that all the Siemens libraries that are available to download from their page are written in SCL, like 90% now, okay? So with SCL, you can code the same logic, the same functionality with less line of codes than in ladder logic. In ladder logic, you, for example, let's go here. If I want to check the whole program, I have to scroll down like I'm doing right now, and this is the end of my program, okay? And with SCL, the whole code for this station, and this code is a little bit more complex because it is sorting without stopping the conveyors. But this code takes one or two of my desktop, and I don't have to scroll throughout the whole program to analyze the code, okay? So right now in Siemens programming concept, you can also mix programming languages. For example, I can create a logic in FBD or in ladder, and I can insert right here SCL networks if I want to make some calculations or I need a loop, for example, to work on arrays or structures, or I have some operations on strings. The SCL is perfect for this task, and it can be embedded into ladder logic or FBD. Okay, so let's go to another programming language, which is STL. So if you remember the old PLCs like S7300, S7400, it was really popular programming language. This programming language is similar to assembler. And this is an example of STL converted from relay logic. So STL is not like SCL. STL is dedicated for coding Boolean algebra, Boolean operations, and it can, as you can see, relay logic from a schematic can be directly converted to an STL program. So here, every line is a separate instruction that we work on, and this language is focused on working on the memory, on the buffer, and so on. So you have to take care of the buffer, the memory, and take care what happens during the operation of every line. Okay. If you don't want to think about the intermediate operations, you can just use SCL. And in SCL, you also have Boolean operations, but they are easier to implement, okay? Okay, and the last programming language is SFC, Sequential Function Chart. This is a programming language dedicated for coding sequences. So here you can see some steps, some transitions between those steps, and a structure of the entire sequence, okay? So if I will go into some steps here, I can code an action here in, for example, in STL or in ladder logic. And it will be executed according to the sequence, okay? SFC is possible only for the top-end PLCs from Siemens S7-1500. So if you code in ladder logic or in SCL, you can also code a sequence, but as we do in this case, we just use a sequence based on our coding method. We base on coding the single steps on different bytes, and we set and reset those steps according to the given structure. Okay.
Okay, I see on the chat that we have a
Matthew, you
little
have something
survey,
wrong with your
and
mic.
I see that. Okay, I see on the chat that we have a little survey on the chat, and we ask you a question: which PLC programming language do you want to learn? And 60% of people just checked the option ladder logic. Okay, so I think this is the perfect place to learn. If you want to learn, just subscribe our channel and remember about hitting the like down below the video. It speeds up our channel and we can record more materials about industrial automation and robotics, especially about programming in ladder and structured text. So leave the like. We have 25 people on the chat. Leave the like and let's go back to our presentation and stay with us to the end of the webinar.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's switch the programming language to ladder. And here you can see a sequence that we structure during our course. So here you have step number 10, number 20, number 30, and so on. Every step is coded in the same way. We in a first step, we check if the step bit is activated. Then we check the transition condition for this step. And if the transition condition is fulfilled, we set the next step and reset the current step. So this is the basic structure of sequential programming in ladder logic. You can learn that in our courses. This is really easy and fun, and you can then you can implement this structure for a sequence in every program you will code in your career. Okay. Okay, Matthew, I think that we can go back to our presentation, to our slides.
Okay, now we know what is the difference between languages, what is ladder logic, what is structured text programming in text-based language, and you can easily start your learning path. Okay, and we can go back to our presentation and what we have here. I have a question for you. Why entering the world of industrial automation and PLC programming is a challenge? For a lot of people, it's a challenge because we have the problem number one. Example PLC programs are not available on the internet, especially ladder logic. If you want to learn how to code in industrial automation branch, you need to learn from professionals like us. Okay, and we have solution for you. We have prepared online courses, programming courses for you. In our courses, we provide PLC program templates based on global standards, programming languages like ladder, logic, structured text, and FBD diagram. So everything you will find in our course according to our industrial experience. You don't find that in the internet. Problem number two. Companies protect their know-how and software for industrial machines because this is money. If you program in Python on different language, you can everything find on Stack Overflow or in ChatGPT. But when you program industrial machines, companies protect their know-how. You don't find that in internet. We have solution for you because we collaborate with manufacturers and distributors of automation equipment. The biggest players like Finder, Wago, Lense, Wieland, we collaborate with them, and they provide us libraries and knowledge about programming. Problem, problem number three, hardware and software is pretty expensive in automation industry. The software, the cost is about 3,000 euros, and hardware and PLC starter kit is about 800 euros. So, what is the solution? But first, understand and expensive by about 4,000 for that. Sure, panel, and but you don't need to do that. We have a solution for you. Um, this is free PLC learning simulator. This is a 3D factory, and this is called Factory IO software. We have also a different virtual factory, which is Machine Simulator. This is our partner. And another simulator is free PLC simulator. You see that icon here. You can install that on your computer, and you can start testing your program for free. So you don't need to pay money for hardware. Uh, and what do you need? What do you need to install? This is TIA Portal and PLC Sim. This is Siemens environment for programming. You can find there ladder logic and FBD language, and of course text-based language, which is SCL. You can program SCL and S700 hardware, and you learn about standard library, extended libraries, and communication. So here we have the slide about licensing. Look at that. You have free 21 days, TIA version 16. Next, we have free 21 days, TIA version 17. Next, we have version 18, 19, and 20. So in summary, you have about 100 days for free. It is enough to learn PLC programming with us. Another software, and here we find free license. It is 30 days license for free. You can test your scenes in virtual factory and write programs for them. Factory IO is a 3D factory simulator. You'll find there ready to use scenes. You can easily connect that with PLC simulator and also real hardware. You can create your own factory because you will find there conveyors, robots, actuators, sensors, control cabinet, etc. You'll find a lot of fun from learning process. But what you need to do first? You need to master basic instructions like normally open contacts and coils for creating a logic. Then you need install simulator and write your first program in ladder logic. Then master standard library. You'll find in this library timers, counters, flip-flops, and triggers. After that, you can connect with Factory.io and test your programs. Here we have the basic operation, which is normally open contact. Here we have truth table and simple logic gates like logical operator or logical operation and. You just simply connect two instructions, two buttons in series, and here you connect two buttons in parallel. Another basic instruction is normally close contact, and of course we can create more logic gates. Next instruction is counter up, which counts up the signals on CU input. But how to boost your programming skills? You can sign up our premium PLC course and join our Discord channel. We support you on the Discord. PLC programmer, there's a huge demand in Europe for such a specialist. Mm, you can work everywhere, UK, Germany, France, even Poland, if you are a good programmer. And right now, I think there is a huge opportunity to go to USA and start working as a industrial automation specialist, especially PLC programmer. We have a PLC programming course for you. We have prepared over 100 practical video lessons, more than 18 hours. You will work in PLC and factory simulator, and we will support you on Discord chat. What's more, you will have your homework task to complete on your own, and in the end of the course, you will get a certificate of course completion. How to become a PLC programmer as soon as possible? You need to create a PLC project portfolio. How to do that? Mm, you can watch a lot of YouTube tutorials for free, but it's not a good way for creating a PLC project portfolio. The best way is to join the course, join the community, and create the portfolio based on real projects and templates. Here we have an example of the basic scene. Here you see the basic conveyor, and we show you how to create the first network in ladder logic. Next, we have more complicated line, and we use here counter up and down to count containers on conveyor. Such a conveyor has some sensors like here in the middle, in the end, and at the beginning. And you see the control cabinet. On the control cabinet, there are mounted the start button, the reset button, and the stop button, and also a siren. So firstly, you need to take a scenario from us, a scenario of the project, and based on the scenario, you create a program. Look at that. This is a virtual factory, and here you can simulate all signals. Like you can control every conveyor, and you can simulate the signals from sensors. Your task in this project is to buffer containers on a conveyor. Here we have 3 containers, and then we need to pass them to the end of the line. Of course, we manipulate buttons here. We start the line, stop the line, and of course we can reset alarms. The next project is sorting by height, and here we have the line, the entry conveyor. Here we have the height sensor, the curtain, laser curtain. We measure the height of the package, and we sort them to the left or to the right based on the height. In this case, we need to create such a analysis of control object. Here we have entry conveyor, chain transfer conveyor in the middle, and here you see the sequence. We show you how to create such a sequence, and after that, how to create a program. The sequence is mainly the most important part in PLC programming. When you have sequence, you can start program, and you can add networks in your project. Oh, here we have pretty interesting scenario. In TIA portal, you have a, a translator. It translates from ladder logic to FBD logic, but it can't translate from ladder logic to text-based language. So you can translate a graphical language to another graphical language, a ladder to FBD. But if you want to translate from ladder logic to text-based language, you need to use your knowledge, your skills. Of course, in your programs, you need to know how to use math operations, how to calculate, how to do calculations, subtractions, addition, division, and many more. Here we have the next project, and this is sorting products by the color on the line. We have the entry conveyor, and in the middle, you have a gate with vision sensor. Your task is to use this vision sensor to scan products on the line, and based on that, just pass this element to the output conveyor and enable the sorter, like here. Okay, we scan the element and we pass to the output conveyor and we sort products. Here we have the sequence in ladder logic, and look at that, this is more complicated project. We don't have only one network, but we have 30 networks for that, and each step of the sequence is now written in networks. Another project is a PID regulator for water tank. And here we have control cabinet. We start, stop, and rest button, and displays for that, and also a light column. What we do here, we create PID algorithm from scratch, and we add parameters for PID for this water tank and this regulator. We fill the tank, and also we create a sequence for emptying the tank. The next really important thing is to divide your program to function blocks and functions. And in that case, you need to know the difference between that to create a proper structure for the project. Here you have example. We have three same objects, like here you have the first pusher, second pusher, and the third pusher. The best option to automate your programming job, automate your job and increase your earnings is to automate your job. In that case, you develop only one function block, and you can use that for each same object. In that case, you can use that function block for all pushers in your factory. So you develop the function block once and you can use it multiple times. It saves your time, energy, and money. So you need to know how to do that. Next, we have the final project, and this is a 3D manipulator with stacking products. We have the entry conveyor and a manipulator just grab the element and stack elements in the container on the output conveyor. In that case, we need to add more objects in our project, like structures, arrays, and also we create a small database for that project. Like here you can see we have the array of structures, and we write the type of the product inside this array. We have here a number, the color of the element, and the weight. Okay, what you will find in our calls. Firstly, you will learn about the basic instructions like normally open contacts, closed coils, and Boolean algebra. Then you will go to PLC hardware, quick steps about with PLC hardware, how it works, how to connect terminals, how to use it on electrical diagram, and then you will go to the instructions in a standard library. You'll find flip-flops like SR and RS flip-flops, and then you will go to project. This is a roller conveyor programming. You will use only the basic knowledge here. Then we go to triggers, and you will create the project. This is sorting with pneumatic actuator. You have the line, you have the sensor, and you push products to the next line. Then we have timers, and we use this timer to program alarms on the conveyor. Then we have counters, some types of counters, and you will use that knowledge in this project, which is buffering containers on the line. And next project is pallet sorting line based on product height. Programming regulator for a water tank and programming 2-axis manipulator. Okay, stationary training is about 200 euros right now, and online training is about 150 to 350. But we have a special price for you today. So stay with us to the end of the webinar. We will show you how to join our course in a discount price. For whom? For people who want to carry out projects in automation and gain better employment or increase earnings. For people who need support from experienced specialists in the process of PLC programming. Maybe you would like to learn from us, and we will support you on our forum. When creating a PLC programming course, we ask future PLC programmers what exactly they struggle with. Maybe you don't know how to start, and you don't have money for expensive equipment. Sure, it could be a problem. So we have a solution. You can start with Siemens and a free PLC simulator. This is PLC Sim and HMI simulator. Maybe you have never programmed PLC and you don't know how to start. Don't worry. Learn basic first, theory of ladder logic. Learn about hardware like sensors, PLCs, and then start your first project in simulator with us. Maybe it overwhelms you the amount of knowledge to acquire. Yeah, to start programming, there's a lot of knowledge to acquire. But in our course, you will find projects range from basic to complex. Maybe you have lack of motivation. We have our Discord chat and we support you constantly. So you will gain additional motivation on our community. Maybe you would like to program PLCs and work with projects by yourself. In our course, you will have homework tasks to solve on your own. You will receive programming tips. You'll be able to use your knowledge in real projects. No time for training. You have 24/7 access to the training from a computer with internet access, so you can learn on your own pace. How long does the training take? Normally, it takes from 1 to 2 weeks. but you can spread your activity over time for up to a year because you have constant access to our e-learning platform. We support you all the time on our forum and Discord chat. Access is really cheap. It won't be 5,000 euro. It will be really cheap. We have a special offer for you. Today we open a training group for 50 future PLC programmers. The offer is time limited. We open registration only for 2 days, not 1 week, 2 days. On Thursday, we end up our registrations. You have safe transactions. You can use PayPal or Stripe. Jacob will show you in the moment how to join our calls on the Stripe. Um, Check how to join the course in the link on the chat or below the video. Stay with us because we will show you how to join in a good price. What's more, if you want to sign up for the PLC training, check out our webpage controlbyte.tech. You will find a lot of free materials, but it is worth to join our course, paid course, because we have support, certificate, and project templates. If you have more questions, just write contact@controlbyte.tech. And of course, hit the like button down below the video, subscribe for more content about industrial automation. And right now, we're going to our website, and Jacob will show you how to join the course.
Website controlbyte.tech. I will send you a link on the chat. Right now we have a special offer for our premium Siemens PLC programming course in Ladder Logic. This is our best seller. Every automation engineer and technician on our platform starts with this course. There are 2 days to enroll. We close registration on Thursday. So if you want to join, just click on this course right here. And you can check all the information on this website regarding the course. Here you can find all the course, the whole outline of the course and sample lessons. I encourage you to watch the movie at the top of our page. In this video, you will find description of all the project from the course. Okay. So if you go to this chapter, you will find the price of this course. Right now, we have special price. It's only 99 euros. If you want to join, if you are ready, just click buy this course. And you will be redirected to a page where you can select a single course or a course bundle. This is also a really good offer. We have a special discount for the bundle. Here you can select all the courses on our platform. This is one pass course bundle for 597 euros. You can also select, for example, PLC starter pack, where you have Siemens S7, S7 1200 and 1500 PLC programming in ladder logic with Modbus communication course, and for example with CodeSys course. So if you are ready to start your adventure with PLC programming, just select the proper bundle for you. And you'll be redirected to our secure payment gate, which is Stripe. Here on the Stripe, you can select the currency you would like to pay in. In this case, there's only euro, but if you use different currency, it should show up right here, and you should be able to select, for example, dollars or other currencies. Okay, so we have different payment method. You can pay with credit card, you can use PayPal, you can also use Google Pay, Apple Pay. It depends on the on your browser or your payment methods which are available in your country. Okay. And if you decide only to join Ladder Logic course, here you have also a special offer for CodeSys. So here in the card, you can click just add CodeSys course, and this is also a really good offer right now we have on our platform. So here just insert your email address. If you use a link, you can use your link payment method right here. And after filling all the information, click pay, and you will be redirected to the thank you page with all the information how to get access to our e-learning platform. So after the payment, you will get all the information on your email, how to log into our e-learning platform, how to join our Discord chat, Discord forum, how to get help. Okay, so this is our Discord chat. This is our forum where we help our students, where we solve problems. We are available every day, and we also help you with your homework task in the course. So in our course, you will have homework task to do on your own, and here you can see sample homework assignments done by our students. Okay, I think that this is all you need to know to join our course. If you have more questions, just reach us. Here you have our contact email, contact@controlbyte.tech. We are also available on WhatsApp. We'll send you our WhatsApp number, our WhatsApp account on with an email. I think that today or tomorrow. Okay, so we will get our WhatsApp number as well. Contact@controlbyte.tech. This is our email box. You can ask here anything, and we'll help you to select proper learning path for you to start your career in automation, robotics, and PLC programming. So remember, there are only 2 days to join our course. Then we close the registration, and you will not be able to join after this moment. So there are 2 days left to make up your mind.
Thank you for watching, and see you on our Control channel. Hit the like, subscribe for more, and we prepare for you more videos.
Thank you, and see you in the next video and online session. Thanks.
Hey.